She's a straight shooter, if you know what I mean. Dishing out the truth about the royal scene, with a fist of fire and a voice so keen. Hitting hard with those altar bridge vibes, no sugarcoating, no false alibis. Tearing down the lies she despised. Yorkshire lass with fire in her eyes. Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with a soul that shines. In a sea of fake, she's a beacon bright, unraveling the drama without a fright. Armored with honesty, ready to fight. Injustice quivers at her sight. Unbreakable will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with a soul that shines. Will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with a soul that shines.
Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose, the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition for the 26th of January 2025. How have you been, guys? How has your weekend been? My goodness, yes, Storm Eowyn completely hit us, and yeah, it was a little bit nuts to say the least. Record-breaking winds. Like over 140 miles an hour. I was seeing like upwards of like 150 kilometers an hour or something nuts like that. Like this thing was bad, like really, really bad, like record breaking winds, the Met Office is saying. But yeah, Yorkshire has largely survived it. My heart goes out to those that have lost their lives during Storm Eowyn, and those whose, properties have been damaged, those that are without power right now. Yeah, my heart is out to you guys right now. Hopefully we won't see another storm like that in a few decades. Fingers crossed. But with that being said, I just want to firstly thank Aussie 2025 for the gifted leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Aussie 2025, who is going to respond and kick off today's gifting wars. Guys, we may soon find out. But just to give you a little bit of a heads up of what to expect today for the Daily Nerd Live for Sunday, the 26th of January 2025. First up, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been sacked yet again. They have lost another contract reportedly worth over $15 million. Who has sacked them? Why isn't it all over the headlines right now? They're trying to, I think, sweep this under the carpet, but guess what? I saw it, so I'm going to be reporting on it. So that'll be the first story that's coming up for today. And then after that, has Megxie been banned from the Invictus Games in Canada next month? There's some interesting comments coming out of the grapevine on that one. Next, after that, wah. Megxie apparently is in a bad place, according to an expert. So we're going to find out how much in a bad place is Megxie, and is this really true? And then finally, my goodness, the grief vulture knows no bounds. Completely and utterly shameless. Megxie is apparently monetizing the LA fire tragedy by using her Netflix show. If this is true, this is disgusting beyond belief. So, yes, that is your content coming up for today's Daily Nerd Live, Sunday, the 26th of January, 2025. For those that are watching on the replay, fast forward like 5-10 minutes, and I will have started the first topic for today's live stream. I just want to say hi to everyone and thank everyone first and foremost for the extra sugar bucks that you guys are sending. You're being really, really generous right now, so thank you so much for that. First up, we've got Jean Rick in the house. OG Jean Rick herself gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey, up to our newest leader, courtesy of Jean Rick. And guys, that only means one thing. Today's gifting wars have officially begun. So thank you so much to Jean Rick for kicking off today's gifting wars. We're already on a whopping 2 new leaders for today's stream. Who else is going to pick up that sword and shield and be like, this ain't how you do a gifting war. This is how you do a gifting war. Guys, we may soon find out. But we're only 3 more away from 5 new leaders. So who's going to help us get there? In the meantime, also thanks goes to Aussie Ann 2025 for the $3.99 sugar bucks. And my favourite, the Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment. Just like this one from Jean Rick. This is a ginger doggy. There are hearts coming from the tail when you lift the tail from a doggy. What's directly underneath? The butthole. Therefore, this is a Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment. You'll never be able to ever unsee it ever again. You're welcome. That's why this is my favourite super chat sticker, and it always makes me smile no matter what. So thank you so much to Jean Rick and Aussie Ann 2025 for the Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment. I appreciate you guys. Jane, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks, saying still a bit windy here in the southeast of the UK. Yeah, the Met Office is saying that another storm is due shortly after Storm Eowyn. That really gave us a right battering, to be fair, you guys. It's been absolutely nuts. With that being said, yes, let's kick in to the first topic of the day, which is, Spaghetti-O. If you thought this was clickbait, I don't think so. Here we go. This is reported from the Express. Meghan Markle, according to inside, has lost another contract. Megxie and Hazza have lost another contract worth over $15 million, you guys. So here the Express is reporting that there's been a major blow for Harry and Meghan as a £16.2 million deal quietly falls apart. What the deuce is going on? Who has sacked, reportedly, Megxie and Hazza this time? Well, it's Penguin Random House. No surprises there, really, to be fair, because, you know, grifters are going to grift, right? Until they get caught out, and they're then caught out, and they're then discovered to be lazy freaking grifters, because apart from Hazza's book, Spare, otherwise known as Wah, right, that was released now 2 years ago in hardback, and only a couple of months ago in a paper copy, to be fair, what's happened since? In between then and since? Absolutely nothing. Megxie and Hazza have produced no other content for Penguin Random House. And apparently this book deal with these guys is said to have quietly dissipated. And this is why I said earlier on in this live stream, I can't believe that this headline isn't everywhere right now. I can't believe that people have not picked this up. Megxie and Hazza reportedly lost another contract. Megxie and Hazza have reportedly been fired yet again from another company. And they have lost literally millions of dollars Millions of dollars. Now, the lucrative deal is reported to have been worth a staggering £16.2 million, which is about $20 million. Oh, yeah. And it's said to have fallen through the cracks, as reported recently by Page Six. Now, we have royal expert Kinsey Schofield. She was on Talk TV speaking to Kevin O'Sullivan, and she said this, quote, Page Six is reporting that Harry and Meghan's $20 million deal with Penguin Random House that they signed in 2021 seems to have quietly dissipated. And that is the story. Vanity Fair is clear and communicating the fact that this is a theoretical pitch that someone on Meghan's team was making. If there ever was a divorce, how much do you think this book would be worth to you? They were very clear on that. Now, this is the thing, right? I see this and I see parallels to, you know, that story that came out where Hazza was allegedly talking to Spotify at the time, and he was like, how about we do a podcast where I interview Putin and Trump and we discuss childhood traumas, this, that, and the other. I see parallels between that and Megsy being like, how about I do a book on this? What would it be worth to you? I kind of see parallels to that. Do you know what I mean? The only difference is I believe Megsy will release a book once she divorces Hazza, because I think that's a given at this point, right? And she will get paid a shiz ton of money for it. Anywho, Penguin Random House, interestingly, hasn't bit yet. I'm sure they will once the divorce comes through. Now, Kinsey Schofield added that Penguin Random House is said to have had higher expectations for Hazza and Megsy, saying, quote, Vanity Fair reported how these two, their work ethic is incredibly questionable. Their collaboration skills are not so strong. Is that potentially why Penguin Random House no longer has a deal with them? Now, this is the thing, right? She says their collaboration skills are not so strong. I agree with that, but I'd go one step further and say their collaboration skills are not that strong because they're lazy effing grifters. They're lazy mother effing grifters. Because they're lazy, there's hardly any collaboration in the first place. And there's hardly any collaboration in the first place because there's no output. There's no content at the end of the freaking rainbow. The only content that Penguin Random House actually got was one book from Prince Harry's spare, which, yeah, okay, broke records at the time, but has since broken a record for being the most thrown away book ever during the summer. So many hotels and whatnot had copies of this book spare. They didn't know what to freaking do with them. I'd be like, do you know what? Recycle it. Recycle it for the planet. At least there's a little bit of a positive contribution that Hazza's making there. Do you know what I mean? Now, here saying, look, as part of their deal with Penguin, Prince Harry released Spare in January 2023. The paperback version, however, was not released until October 2024. And when this deal was announced, this was allegedly a multi-book deal over the space of a couple of years. If I'm not mistaken, it was what, 3 or 4 multi-book deal? Correct me on that if you can, guys. But this was a multi-book deal that they signed. And all Penguin Random House got out of it was one book called Spare. Just like Spotify, right? Spotify had a similar kind of contract with Hazza and Megsy, but the audio version, right? Where it was reportedly still around that $20 million contract. And what did they get out of it? One Christmas audio special and archetypes. That was it. You see, we're seeing a pattern here, right? Where the majority of these contracts, Megsy and Hazza, the being, in opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, lazy effing grifters. And just like they didn't produce much for Spotify, it looks like on the face of things, they haven't produced much for Penguin Random House either, the book side of things. To the point where it's now being reported Hazza and Megsy have been fired. and have lost another $20 million contract from Penguin Random House. Are you guys freaking surprised if this is true? I mean, this is coming from Kinsey Schofield, so I'm going to make a large bet that this is true. All right? Kinsey Schofield's freaking legit, guys. If she's saying it, there's got to be something about it. There has to be something about it. So, guys, we're going to get on to the next topic in a moment, but just to get a little bit of I don't know, temperature kind of test out there. Firstly, please use the like button as your voting tool. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, see if you actually agree with this or not. But, you know, based on what Kinsey Schofield has said, do you believe that Penguin Random House has sacked Hazza and Megsy for being lazy effing grifters? Or do you believe it's at least on the cards that they are going to lose this contract, just like the Netflix one, which is up for renewal this year? If you believe that's the case, then again, please hit that like button. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually agree with it or not. Next up on today's Daily Nerd Live edition for Sunday, has Meghan Markle been banned from the Invictus Games in Canada next month? Oh my goodness, guys, there is some interesting chatter coming around right now, so I'm going to be reporting that in a moment. For those watching on the replay or watching live, please make sure if you want more of this content that you do subscribe to join our Alternate tribe. And I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below on the replay your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. In the meantime, before we get to the next topic, let me just see what you guys are saying at the moment. So far, I can see here that 348 of you have hit that like button, indicating that yes, either you do believe that Megsy and Hazza have been fired from Penguin Random House, or you believe it's only a matter of time until they do lose that Penguin Random House contract. I'll look back in a moment and see if there's any others that agree at that point. But let's see what else you guys are saying. Kathy N says, maybe that's why she's asking for a new book deal post-divorce. Maybe Harry should do one too and we'll laugh our socks off. I mean, this is the thing. Maybe she went to Penguin Random House allegedly with this whole post-divorce book idea to try and save the contract because she knew that they were going to get dropped. Who knows, right? Who knows? Jack Ryan says she's already planning on milking the divorce. Funny thing is, his karma will be she will villainize him and make him out to be ABUSIVE. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of us definitely believe that. A lot of us definitely believe that that's going to happen. Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Angela Dawn, oh my goodness, we're going to get on to the next topic after this. You'd think children's books and colouring books would be on Harry's emotional level. Oh my goodness. You guys crack me up at times. You really, really do. It's very hard actually to make me laugh. But you guys have pretty much done it. So, oh my goodness, Angela, this might be the MVP comment of today's whole live stream. So well done for that. In the meantime, let's get on to the next topic. Has Meghan Markle been banned from the Invictus Games in Canada? You won't believe what I found, guys. Let's go. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and I am here recording this live for the Daily Nerd Sunday edition. Thanks to everyone that has joined me on this live stream. If you want to watch this live, you can join me every Sunday, 10 o'clock UK time, 5 o'clock Eastern. But for this topic, we are discussing, has Meghan Markle been banned from the Invictus Games next month in Canada? Well, let's put it this way. Hazza has reportedly been told, do not bring Megsy to the Invictus Games in Canada next month. Oh, my goodness. Well, what else is she going to do next month? You know, she's not going to miss that opportunity to pretend that she knows how to march with the veterans. or show off all her jewellery and ill-fitting clothing because, as far as I'm concerned, she doesn't know the existence of a tailor. Even though there is one local to him in Montecito. I've been there. And it's actually quite a really, really nice place, that tailor there, to be fair. But yeah, looks like next month, Megxie may not have a chance to show off all her jewellery and ill-fitting clothes. Because, yeah, Hazza has been told, do not bring Megxie to the Invictus Games in Canada next month. We do not want her. Don't bring her. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So, yeah, here we go. Apparently, Prince Hazza has been said that he should attend Invictus Games alone, royal fans have said. So, in a poll launched by Express earlier on this week, we were all asked if Megxie should go with Hazza to the Invictus Games next month. And so here we know that it's going to take place in British Columbia, Canada, from February the 8th to the 16th. And so Megxie has attended each year. She has never given up the opportunity to go to the Invictus Games, to show off all her jewellery, show off how she cannot march with the veterans, and show off all her ill-fitting clothes. She's never missed the opportunity when it comes to the Invictus Games. However, next month, she might be told, do not come at all. And so, yeah, it's believed she enjoys going and likes to support Hazza. Yeah, right. No, she likes to go because then she knows that the spotlight's going to be on her, which is a problem. And we're going to get onto that a little bit later. So stay tuned for that one. And so this all comes following the Vanity Fair article that has essentially dug in more into the claims that Megxie's a bully. This article saying that she's a mean girl towards her ex-staff, and then Insider claiming that some past employees needed long-term therapy after working for her. I believe, if I remember rightly, the past employees saying that they needed long-term therapy were the employees that worked with her during the whole Spotify era. And so, yeah, apparently 94% of people said that Megxie should not bring, let me repeat that and get my teeth back in. 94% in this poll are saying that Megxie should not go to the Invictus Games, that Hazza should not bring Megxie to the Invictus Games, that Megxie overall really should be banned from the Invictus Games. Now, you've got PR expert and go-ups Edward Coram James saying that, look, either way, Megxie's going to face criticism, saying, quote, Meghan attending could be a statement of unity or a distraction. It's going to be a distraction. I mean, I think he's being kind there and trying to play devil's advocate, but every single time she has attended the Invictus Games, what has she been? A distraction. Has she added anything positive to the Invictus Games? No! So it stands to reason, given what's happened previously, that she's going to be a distraction and she's going to put a negative light yet again on the Invictus Games. But this PR expert continues saying, so when they appear together, they bring baggage. Meghan attending could overshadow what the games are about. Veterans, not royal drama. He says could overshadow. I say will overshadow. Because again, look at the past. Every single time Megxie has attended the Invictus Games, she has overshadowed the veterans and what the Invictus Games are all about. And so the PR expert says, look, on the flip side, if Meghan doesn't attend, people will blah. This is if I've never recorded a video or done a live stream before. Let me get my teeth back in. On the flip side, if Meghan doesn't attend, people will inevitably speculate. Are they growing apart? Are the Sussexes in trouble? She's in a damned if she does and damned if she doesn't situation. This is the thing, right? That speculation's already there. That speculation is already there because of Hazza and Megxie's own doing. Their whole, quote, professional separation era has already given rise to this kind of speculation. Is the marriage in trouble? Are they headed for a divorce? I mean, that Vanity Fair article really reignited all of that with reports that Megxie was allegedly kind of shopping around to different publishers trying to sell her post-divorce memoir book situation. So that speculation's already there anyway, so it doesn't really matter in that regard. But this is a thing, right? I had reported, I think well over a year ago now, that the Invictus Games themselves do not actually want Megxie there anyway in Canada. And this is actually coming from Angela Levin. And so here, Angela Levin has claimed that veterans are regretful that Prince Harry is no longer, quote, on their wave. And she's saying that the games have become too royal and were more about Hazza and Megsy rather than the veterans themselves. So in a discussion with the host, Mark Dolan, at the time, Mark comes in saying first, about 2,000 ex-military have left the games, as they say it's lost its original meaning. There are some former veterans who would like Harry to step down. And Angela Levin actually reported a little while back, and again, I covered this on this channel, saying that those that are actually organising the Invictus Games in Canada actually don't want Hazza and Megsy to be there. They don't want Hazza and Megsy to have anything to do with it because, again, it's the issue of the spotlight. The spotlight is taken away from the veterans and put on Hazza and Megsy when they're involved. And the organisers of the Invictus Games do not like that at all. And the veterans absolutely hate that. And so Angela Levin here has responded saying it's become much too royal. Meghan makes the speeches. She actually led a march where some of the ex-military people were either physically, emotionally or psychologically damaged, or all of it during the fighting. They were very upset about this because she knows nothing about how to march. And I think they don't want that. She recalled Megsy's previous speech at the Games in Dusseldorf when she arrived late, like a couple of days, right? She apologised for being late and claimed she had to give their children, Archie and Lilibet, their milkshakes. Which, I mean, come on. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to feed my children their milkshakes. It's as stupid as, I'm sorry, teacher, that my homework's late. My fictitious dog freaking ate it. And then pooped it out in a rainbow-coloured kind of magical wonderland. Seriously. But yeah, going around full circle, guys, it looks like potentially Megsy could be banned from the Invictus Games in Canada because Hazza has been told, don't bring Megsy to the Invictus Games. Just don't do it whatsoever. She's going to take the spotlight away from the veterans. She's going to put it on herself. She's going to make it all about me, and me. Because she is a narcissistic nutbag. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. We'll be going on to the next story in a moment. But for those watching on the replay, if you appreciated this and you like more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate Tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. We'll be starting the third topic in a moment. For those watching on the replay, thanks for tuning in. Until the next time, laters. All right, and that was the second topic for today's Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. Next up, it's being reported. Meghan Markle apparently is in a bad place, according to an expert. Why? How much of a bad place is she really in? Can we really believe this? What the deuce is going on? So, yes, that is going to be the next topic. Let me just go through a few of your comments right now, see what you guys are saying from the last topic that we just discussed. We've got Kathy N here saying, why is Megsy so tone deaf? Repeats the same mistakes. It's almost like she'll have any publicity no matter what it is. Yeah, the saying goes, right, bad publicity is still good publicity, or something along those lines. Yeah, with Megsy, no. Bad publicity is freaking bad publicity, all right, especially for that narcissistic nutbag. RPB68 says they should ban Harry too. You ain't getting any arguments from me. That is for damn certain. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, 1960, a Butoy says, great live stream. Thank you. That's really, really kind of you to say. So thank you so much. Let's see. Let's go one more. Lisa Mack here. Okay. We have Lisa Mack saying she charges the Invictus Games a fortune. reportedly, allegedly. For her never-ending wardrobe, she flounces about in for an hour and then time for a wardrobe change. Tell me about it. I know. Tell me about it. With that being said, let's go into the next topic for today's live stream. Apparently, Meghan Markle is in a bad place, according to an expert. How much of a bad place is Megsy really in? Do you guys really believe it? Let's jump into it right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. I'm filming this live for the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition, and you can catch me here every Sunday, 10 o'clock UK time, 5 o'clock Eastern. With that being said, yes, apparently Meghan Markle is in a bad place, according to an expert. Is she really in a bad place? How much of a bad place is she really in? Do you really believe it? Well, let's jump into it, shall we? So this has been reported by the New York Post. Meghan Markle is in a bad place after scathing Vanity Fair expose, according to the expert. Aww, Megsy's victimising herself. She's the victim, guys. Not the ex-employees that she's allegedly bullied. Bullied some into freaking therapy. No, they're not the victims. Megs is the victim, guys. Oh my goodness. This is freaking predictable. Here we've got this kind of introduction to the article. We all know now about that Vanity Fair article, exposing Megsy for the alleged bully that she actually is, blah, 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 blah. But the New York Post here is saying that Vanity Fair has gone into Hauser and Megsy's struggling business ventures. I like it how they term it like that. Guys, if you didn't check out earlier on the first topic for today's Daily Nerd Live, rewind back if you missed it. Because, yeah, they're definitely struggling with their business ventures because according to Kinsey Schofield, Megsy and Hauser have been fired and lost another contract worth over $20 million from Penguin Random House. Yeah, that whole book deal that they had, apparently it's now down the toilet. Their business ventures, they're definitely struggling indeed. Now, according to royal expert and commentator Kinsey Schofield, the Sussexes are licking their wounds after being left bruised and upset by the shocking claims. Aww. But Kinsey Schofield says, look, they're in a bad place right now. It's my understanding that they are upset over it, and I'm being told that things aren't good for them right now. Now, Kinsey Schofield's legit, okay? So anything that comes from Kinsey Schofield, I do definitely take with more than a pinch of salt, right? She's got her sources. She knows what she's talking about. I definitely believe her and trust her. Now, Kinsey Schofield then says, between Megsy's show being postponed, which I've heard was Netflix's idea, and just the idea that she has worked so hard to rebrand herself, and here comes a very respected publication reiterating some of the nastiest claims about her. Now, stay tuned for the final Daily Nerd Live story for today because... yeah, talking about her Netflix show and that being delayed, apparently she's now trying to monetize the LA fire tragedy by using her Netflix show. So stay tuned for that straight after this story here on the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. But yeah, she's had to postpone her show, which Kinsey Schofield is saying was Netflix's idea, not hers. And a couple of days later, Vanity Fair drops their article, right? And so Kinsey Schofield says here, so I think they're bruised and they're sitting back trying to figure out how to process going forward. But here, New York Post is saying, look, Kinsey Schofield's claims have not been confirmed by the couple's camp, blah, 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 blah. What's really, really shocking about this whole thing and what Kinsey Schofield's sources are telling her is essentially this, right? If Megsy was such a humanitarian, if Megsy really cared the way that she tries to show herself as being caring, right? she'd be like, the source would be like to Kinsey Schofield, look, okay? Megsy's in a bad place, all right? This Vanity Fair article is a proper takedown of her. But Megsy's also worried about, you know, these ex-employees, this, that, and the other, and their experience of her, their reported experience of her. She wants to try and do something about it. She wants to reach out to them and try and sort it out, blah, 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 right? No. Kinsey Schofield's source is not saying that. Kinsey Schofield's source is turning around and is saying, Megsy's in a bad place. Megsy's the victim of this Vanity Fair article. She's bruised. She's hurt. Wah. Do you know what? Kinsey Schofield's source? What about the freaking alleged victims of Megsy? Of them being bullied? Some of them being bullied into freaking therapy. What about all the alleged victims over the years? Let's go back to the OGs, right, at Kensington Palace, where some allegedly were bullied so much that they had to go to a doctor and be signed off sick because it was that bad. They're in a freaking bad place, not Megsy. But no, the source doesn't say that. The source doesn't say that to Kinsey. The source says to Kinsey, oh, Megsy's in a bad place. Megsy's the victim. Wah. The source, as far as I'm concerned, is totally in the wrong here. Now, let me be very clear. I'm not shooting the messenger. Kinsey Schofield, I highly respect. I really, really do like, okay? So I am not shooting the messenger. Do not get that twisted. It's the source. Because it's very, very important, right, when you use linguistic analysis, or for me, let me be very clear, amateur linguistic analysis. It's really important to look at, yes, what they do say, but just as important to look at what they don't say. And this is a problem because, again, this source is all about Megsy being in a bad place, Megsy being the victim of the Vanity Fair article, this, that, and the other, right? But no care, no consideration, no compassion to the alleged victims of Megsy's alleged bullying. Why didn't the source turn around and say, do you know what? Megsy is really compassionate. She does care. She is a humanitarian. She does care about her workers. She's absolutely horrified to think that anyone could have had a bad experience with her. So she's reaching out to these ex-employees right now to see what she can do to rectify it. There was a misunderstanding, blah, 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 blah. No, there's none of that whatsoever. It's all me, and me. It's all her being victimized. She's the victim with a capital freaking V. The narcissistic nutbag strikes again. So as far as I'm concerned, first and foremost, again, disclaimer, I am not shooting the messenger. Kinsey Schofield, I highly respect and I really do like. So this ain't against her. It's the source. Megsy's not in a freaking bad place. It's her alleged victims that she allegedly bullied. Bullied some of them to freaking therapy. Bullied some of them into freaking going to the doctor and being signed off sick. They're the ones in a freaking bad place, not Megsy. Megsy's got her freaking millions. She's got everything that she wanted. You think she's really in a bad place? Freaking go do one. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you yet. We're going to get on to our fourth story for today's Daily Nerd Live in a moment. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. On your way out, please make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. The fourth topic is coming up in a moment. For those watching on the replay, till the next time, laters. All right, and that was the third topic for today's Daily Nerd Live. Stay exactly where you are, because I'll be starting the fourth topic in a moment, which is this. Is Meghan Markle monetizing the LA fire tragedy by using her Netflix show? Oh my goodness, you will not believe what I have found out. So stay tuned for that. I'll be starting the final story in a moment for today's Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. Just a couple of thank yous before we kick off that story. First and foremost, mic drop Lisa! Woo, woo, woo! Welcome back to the leadership, love. Thank you so much. I appreciate your face. And DA, thank you so much for that very, very generous $19.99 sugar bucks. Ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. And I love it. Mr. Green Bob saying you're amazing. Oh, well, thank you. But you're amazing too for your very, very, very generous support. So thank you so much for that, dear. With that being said, guys, let's jump into the final topic for today's live stream. Is Meghan Markle monetizing the LA fire tragedy by using her Netflix show? If you think she couldn't get any lower, she just did. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose, the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. I am recording this live for the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. If you want to join me then, you can do every Sunday, 10 o'clock UK time, 5 o'clock Eastern. But yes, let's jump into this particular topic, because apparently through the grapevine, Meghan Markle might be monetizing the LA fire tragedy by using her freaking Netflix show. What the deuce is going on? Now, this is from a blind item, so do take this with a pinch of salt. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions. But what do you guys think to this? So this blind item that came out a couple of days ago is saying the illiterate one is in the process of adding an additional episode to a series focusing on her recent efforts, and now a mad scramble to remove the person who just got indicted. Now, I am assuming that when they refer to the illiterate one, they're talking about Megxie. When they're talking about an additional episode to a series, I'm assuming they're talking about the With Love Meghan series on Netflix. When they mention the recent efforts, I'm assuming they're talking about Megxie's efforts to try and look all humanitarian and saviour-like with the LA fire tragedy PR mess, essentially. So let's read that again. The illiterate one is in the process of adding an additional episode to a series focusing on her recent efforts, and now a mad scramble to remove the person who just got indicted. Now, if this is Megxie trying to film extra content from her efforts to help with the LA fire tragedy, to turn it into an extra episode for her series, do you think that's Megxie monetizing the LA fire tragedy using her Netflix show? So for those watching right now, please do me a favour. Hit that like button just as a voting tool. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, to see if you actually potentially agree with me or not. Do you believe, like me, based on this blind item, that Megxie could be monetizing the LA fire tragedy by using her Netflix show? If you believe that could be the case, then please hit that like button. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, to see if you actually agree with that or not. But in the meantime, there was a couple of responses and I thought, oh my goodness, yes. And yes, here we go. Harry got hustled at Take Back US of A. I do like that name, Harry got hustled. Saying, told y'all she's not being a hermit, she's not retreating, she's reloading. Because this is the thing, right? Earlier on this week, it was reported that Megxie was in retreat mode, right? It was trying to simmer down before the release of a series, which will be happening in about a month and a half's time, just under, right? Nah, she ain't retreating. She's reloading. And reloading, potentially, by opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, monetizing the LA fire tragedy by using a freaking Netflix show. Do you think she couldn't get any lower, reportedly? It looks like she just did. And this is the thing, right? We have Butters here at Butters95308463 making a good point. Got to push that disaster saviour money footage. That will finally make people understand that she really is Diana 2.0. Really? No, really, she is. I just hope she dresses exactly like Diana again. Well, that'd give us all content for days if she did. I'll be honest with you. My goodness, if she dressed like Princess Diana again, in like a disaster zone situation in LA, oh my goodness, that would give us content for days. I'll be straight up and honest with you on that one, right? It'd be insane if she did that. Absolutely insane. More insane, though, is her allegedly, based on this blind item here, which is apparently now wanting to monetize the LA fire tragedy by using a Netflix show. Now, again, let me repeat, this is a blind item. So do your own research, come to your own conclusions, okay? Make your own assumptions and all that malarkey. But guys, do you believe this? Because there was talk before this blind item even came out that Megxie actually wanted to push back the release of a show so that she could actually add in all this footage from the LA fire tragedy situation. It just looks like there may be further confirmation now with this blind item. But do you guys believe that if Megxie had a chance, she would monetize the LA fire tragedy by using her Netflix show and adding an extra episode on top as a result? If you believe that could be the case, and again, please hit that like button as you voting tool. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, see if you actually agree with that or not. Let me have a look. DA here says, I'm in Los Angeles. Hazu and Megxie shouldn't have even gone into the Pasadena fire zone. It was so offensive to the families. Their PR team covered the event. I know, right? It just shouldn't have happened in the first place. It just, the optics were all wrong about it. Totally and utterly. Totally and utterly. LG70 says the first episode will be watched and the curiosity will die off. Potentially, but do make sure you are subscribed here, because when it is released, I'm going to be doing a watch party. I'm going to watch that thing from the start of episode 1 all the way to the final episode, so you guys don't have to. I'm going to be watching it live. You're going to get my instant and unfiltered reactions and commentary to it all. I'm going to watch it so you guys don't have to. So make sure you're subscribed here so that you don't miss out on that at the beginning of March when this thing is finally released. What else are you guys saying? Let me have a look. Here we go. Project Metal Music, one of our head mods, or our head mod, I should say, saying methane is just a disgusting so-called human grifting off the fires in LA. And this is the thing. This is the image that, unfortunately, she's projecting. She's not helping. She's not helping at all. It just looks like she's grifting yet again, in our opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you yet. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all your faces. On your way out, please make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you lot yet. For those watching on the replay, thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate all your faces. Until the next time, laters. All right then, and that was the final story for today's live stream. My goodness, Aussie Ann 2025, thank you so much for the $2.99 sugar bucks, ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way, because we know the sugars are lurking and they hate it when you support us like this. So if you really want to piss off a sugar, If you can, this is what you do. Send in hugs, Steph, from me in Australia. Love your channel. Oh, well, thank you so much. Hopefully one day I will go to Australia. It's definitely on my bucket list to do. That is for certain. John Webb says, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks. Saying, watching Trevor, but me onto you. Love this show too. Is Trevor live as well? Oh, my goodness. If he is, I'll do a redirect after. Let me have a look. Hang on. Trevor Paul MC. Let me have a look. Is he on? I don't think he's live now. Oh, no. No. Oh. He's not live now. He was live a couple of days ago, though, with Avid Gardener, Fiona, and oh my goodness, they dropped a lot of receipts. Trevor was speaking to me about it before the live stream, and I'm like, dude, wow. It was really, really brave of him to do that. That is for certain. Very, very much for certain. I can see here, though, that I think RHR Jen is live. Let me just see if I can set up a redirect to her live stream. Have a look. Stay tuned. Hang on, guys. You might be hearing. Hang on. I'm gonna show you this right now. Okay, exactly what I'm doing. So here we go. All right, I'm just gonna mute that so you can still hear me. Let me just have a look. Let me just do a super chat for her. There we go. I am streaming live at the moment. Ending it shortly. Would love to redirect my audience to you. You please. Okay. So I'm just writing, hey up RHR Jen. I'm streaming live at the moment, ending it shortly. Would love to redirect my audience to you. Would you please set that up for me at your end if you can? There we go. Message not sent. Edit and try again. What? Why? I want to send. No. Maybe I need to shorten it. Why isn't it letting me send that? Okay. Right. That's not letting me send it. I'll increase it. I'm more than happy to do that. Will it let me? I've not said anything like remotely like YouTube worthy ban in. I'm a bit dumbfounded. This ain't even a long message. I'm allowed 225 characters on this one, and it still won't let me send. What the freaking deuce is this? Oh no. Okay, let me try this. All right. Okay, I'm going to pop that in twice. And then if I just go back here, I'm just going to message her on Twitter as well. See if she'll... Nope. Come on. I'm just finding her on Twitter now. There we go. All right. I've messaged her. We'll see if yeah, we'll see if she catches that message. I tried to send her a thing. I'll try it again. I don't know why it won't let me. It's really strange. I'm not saying anything there that's like bad. So why won't it let me freaking send the thing? Message not sent. Edit and try again. Oh, get Ben. I'm going to have to figure that out in the background. Maybe it's setting on my end. I don't know. I've been able to send tons of super chats before. What the deuce is going on? Well, yeah, let's just leave it here. Well, leave this screen here, and I'm just going to share this. Join. There we go. There's more than one way to freaking skin a cat and help me mates here on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. Seba, thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks, ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying the one being indicted is Alison Clem, owner of H&M favourite barbecue restaurant. Yo, yes. I'd heard that because of fraud or something like that. Which, to be fair, actually, is quite interesting because they've been linked to fraudulent people before. Remember that dude in Nigeria that owns like Nigeria Airways or something like that? We're linked to him. And he's wanted by the US government for like a $20 million freaking fraud situation going on. So yeah, I'm not surprised if this is true. I'm really, really not surprised at all. Let's see. Lulu's mum says, I was just watching Trevor and Matt. Okay. Was it on Trevor's channel, though, or Matt's channel? I mean, where was it? Let me see if I can... Let me see if I can try another way to try and redirect this thing. Because I really do want to try and redirect it. Oh, no. It's not on me. It is Jen. Redirect privilege needed. Ask RHH Jen to add you to their live redirect list in community settings. Okay, so it's her settings. I've sent her the message on Twitter, but also as well in the live chat. Maybe she'll catch it, maybe she won't. But yeah, I'd love to try and redirect if I can. Oh, Mic Drop Lisa, thank you so much for the £5 sugar bucks. Say maybe ending it is blocked as it can be taken in more ways than one. Maybe ending the stream would be better. All right, let's try that. Oh, no, not that. Hang on. That. There we go. Okay. Hey up, Jen. To add me to your list in the community settings. Okay, let me see if that works. Oh, get Ben! YouTube, what the deuce? I'm going to have to speak to YouTube afterwards because this ain't right. I want to give Jen and technically, I suppose, YouTube some money. Come on, let me do it. Ending. Whoa. Okay. I've sent her the message. If she's able to catch it, fine. If not, I'll just go here and there we go. Right, there we go. There's more than one way to skin a cat as far as I'm concerned. So here we go. With that being said, guys, I've messaged her on Twitter. Hopefully next time if she is live at the same time as me, then afterwards I'm able to redirect you guys to her live stream a little bit easier. But yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this Daily Nerd Live Sunday stream. I appreciate all your faces. Again, same next week, Monday to Thursday, you're going to get your 3 Daily Nerd Live videos. Then Friday, we're going to have the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition, and then you can join me again this time next week for the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. Thank you so much to everyone that joined in, that subscribed to join our Alter Nerd tribe, that hit that like button, that was able and generous enough to either come into today's gifting wars or send over a few sugar bucks. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And also a special thank you to everyone that's supporting the expansion of the Altaverse with my second channel, Political Nerds. We are flying on that channel, guys. I am absolutely proud and shocked and privileged and grateful for you all for supporting me on my second channel as the expansion of the Altaverse continues. If you're not a part of it, then become a part of it right now. The link to Political Nerds is in the description bar below. It's also pinned right at the top of the live chat. Let's go. But yes, thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in. I appreciate all your faces. Please click on the link that, again, I'm going to pop into the live chat right now. Let's raid Jen's live in the live chat. Pop in, Stef the Alter Nerd raid. Tell her I said hi, guys. Tell her I said hi. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all your faces. Until the next time, you guys. Laters.